Now I'm a much tougher and bigger man than Nick Rekieta is, so I can handle it. But I know
of course we have to go over the reactions to Toe's what shall we call it? Wild week. The hour that he spent in the clink, and what we feel and how I feel, how Gino feels, because it's not always the same. So we're going to get into it.
Oh, say, can you see the light? What's a shouldn't have turned down those cue cards. Oh.
Welcome back to the United States of Australia. I was almost not ready then. I was staring off into the distance. Anyway, I am the Aussie guy, and we've got a bit to talk about when it comes to Aaron Hamilton, Kiki and Gino, etc. And to join me to do that, of course, is my friend and yours, is just Josh. How you doing, brother?
Doing great, sir. Managed to survive the heat dome that hit the United States this week. And I do want to address one thing for you. I had a coworker ask us, why do we have a pineapple on the podcast? And I said, it's the only way we can get fruit in Robbie's diet. So, hey.
Unfortunately, no fruit in Robbie's diet this week. And as Daylight just said, please no Eckle in the chat. I'm not going to bring it up because I'm not even going to explain it. But no Eckle this week. No NJ Ranger this week. He's on assignment. I don't remember where, but he's on assignment. And look, Scoop is an enigma, and we're never quite sure with Scoop. So he might be here, he might not. But you know who is joining us, Josh. And I spent far too long on a new little intro jingle for Robbie. I've spent far too long on this, but here we go.
I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Robbie the Mariner fan. How you doing, brother?
Yes.
What do we think of that?
This is the closest I've ever come to just quitting, like just leaving the stream. What the fuck?
It was great.
Now,
What was that? Why would you waste time doing that?
Now, first of all, I would assume you're most mad, and this is why I gave Ribman a warning. You're most mad at Ribman because of...
Oh,
Outed.
He posted that publicly, Robbie. He posted that publicly. And so I was like, well, and many times, by the way. It didn't take me long to find it on his feed. But what did you think of my editing there? Let's just hear it one more time.
I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
The editing was pretty good.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Of every one of the intro jokes I've ever done to introduce Robbie that has like completely thrown him off, this is my finest work ever. Robbie, when you sent me those sound bites earlier in the week, you weren't, well, yesterday, you weren't expecting that, were you?
Never been more embarrassed in my life.
Oh, come on, dude. It's fun. Everyone's having a good time with it.
I can't
It's
even
fun,
look at the
Robbie.
chat because I don't want to see people's reaction. I see it moving.
Look,
really
here
fast.
you go. Look. At Werewolf of Sicily, why would you waste time doing that? I asked myself the same damn question. Or same question. I just, anyway. Come on, Robbie. That was all in good fun, wasn't it?
Sure.
It was harmless.
Are you really that upset about it? Come
I'm
on.
more embarrassed than upset.
Why would you be embarrassed?
That was Robbie's rage captured all in that right there. I mean, from the start, it looked like a nuclear explosion.
And by
That
the
was
way,
good.
Ribman has posted that picture online so many
I've never seen him
times.
do it. I
Really?
might have to
You've never
report
seen
him for doxing the next time he does that.
To be honest with you, I knew that would be the real troublesome part. Like if I just did the song with like one of the cartoon images, I think Robbie would have laughed along with us. But I was like, I've seen those posts.
To laugh along with it, you asshole.
Hey,
Good thing you did. So you purposely made something that you knew I wouldn't enjoy. You're just a. Duh.
don't you guys love the fact that, like, literally a couple of days ago, our last stream was a few days ago. The love
That was
between
a love
Robbie and I.
fest. Now I'm back to square
Yeah,
one.
yeah, it was real fast. It went from tears to anger like that.
That's what makes mine and Robbie's relationship so great. I spent so much time on that and I got the fucking result I wanted. It's so great. It's so great. Anyway, should we get into the show proper then?
I say let's proper way.
You keen, Robbie? You keen to move on from this?
Yeah.
Aaron's boring, and April adds nothing. It's gonna be great. We're scripting this morning. Come on. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's gonna be mediocre as fuck. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp.
Shout out Rudy.
Now, Robbie, I will say we did lose viewers while I was bullying you, so that's you could take solace in that.
What? I didn't mean to hit that.
Well, jeez.
Bauer.
Thank you, Balmer. I was actually going to bring up the chat from Balmer. It says, I think we can all agree with everything it said in this. I like this Josh guy, but Cincinnati stinks.
I like Skyline Chili, which originated in Cincinnati, so I can't hate Cincinnati too much.
Yeah, fair, but Cincinnati stinks, right, Josh?
Well, if you get up there around the north side in the Rumpke zone, yes, it does stink. It smells like kitty litter all summer long. It's bad. It's fucking bad.
Jay Owenstown says this needs to be updated to Mubi and the Gimp. Talk to Patrick Melton. If he wants to give me another version that sounds pretty much exactly like it, but updated, then by all means. But for the moment, we like that one. Right, fellas?
Take a mediocre version as well, but it's good.
Yes, mediocre as fuck.
Mediocre as fuck.
Yeah. So big week for Aaron. Obviously, we discussed it on Thursday night's show. Aaron, of course, went to jail for about an hour or so as his bail was increased based on violations of his terms of release, which was all very fun. Josh, you weren't here on Thursday night. Did you have anything to add to that situation? Anything you picked up on that maybe others didn't?
I can't really say I picked up on anything that as far as the going to jail for an hour or whatever, smiling for your mugshot, that's not cool, Aaron. That's not what we do. I mean, it's not supposed to be a fun process. It's supposed to be kind of a humiliation in a way. Like, you don't want to be in those situations. I mean, I just don't see how you spin that as a positive in any light.
Agreed. Yeah, that was the thing I think we all focused in on as well on Thursday, was the smug look on his face after you've just been scolded for disrespecting the court. You just go in there and disrespect the court. Baumet with a great comment. An hour, just enough time to fall in love. That is very true when it comes to Mr. Imholty. And Werewolf City says 1 hour is short enough time not to learn anything. Don't ask how I know. You know,
Werewolf of Sicily.
Sorry, yeah, I nearly said what I just said the first time, but I picked up on it before I read it. But that time, no, I did the whole what do you call it? It's dyslexia, isn't it? When the words, the letters sort of mumble up on the screen, and
You know what's great is when you're bad at math and you also have math dyslexia like I do, where the numbers move around. It really makes things even more challenging, I've learned.
Now I've got to figure out some math game I've got to do to you one day.
Oh, no. It'll be like, are you smarter than a kindergartner? And I'll fail.
Because I'm very good at math, I will say.
Oh, good. You want a
I'm
cookie?
excellent. No, I don't. I just that sounds like something I could have fun with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Anyway, I just got and you all heard it on the intro, but a lot of people aren't there for the intro, so I'm going to play the clip. 7-second clip, but very funny on the back of Aaron's rearrest, and having to pay bail, etc., etc. He proceeded to file a restraining order against Nick Recator. Now, not like Aaron has received a harassment restraining order where you're not allowed to speak about the person. This is a physical restraining order. Like, Nick Recator is not allowed within however many feet, yards, whatever, of me. Which is very, very funny. And it's particularly funny when you hear this clip from around about 3 weeks ago from Aaron. Only 7 seconds.
And bigger man than Nick Recator.
I've noticed that these clips, you miss the start of it, and it's only 7 seconds. So it means everything's pretty important. So let's start back from the start, and let's go again.
Now I'm a much tougher and bigger man than Nick Recator is, so I can handle it. But I know he can't.
One more time.
I'm a much tougher and bigger man than Nick Recator is, so I can handle it. But I know he can't.
Now, I'm always wary of sounding like a Nick Sweeper, Nick Ball Washer, blah, 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 blah. One thing I can honestly say, having watched this saga over the last almost year and a half, is this man has done nothing but basically he's relentlessly trashed Nick Recator. Anything he could possibly think of to talk shit about Nick Recator, he's done it. Now, Nick has started to get his shots back in recent times, but to suggest that you're tougher than Nick Recator when you just filed a restraining order is, I mean, this dude's statements aging like milk. Like, it's like purchasing milk past the use by date. When this guy says something, they just age so fucking horribly. So I did really, really enjoy that. Robbie, did you catch the fact that the restraining order had been filed and all of that?
I didn't see it ahead of time, which is kind of pissed me off because my feed's gotten slightly better at showing me that stuff. Like, I saw the Daily Mail thing almost like within minutes of it coming out. But yeah, so I'm a little pissed off at my own feed.
Josh, did you catch any of this?
I really didn't. I heard of it, but I was going to say, I thought Nick got quite a few shots in during the tryst or whatever we want to call that. The polycule, is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, he got a lot of shots in during the polycule, and yeah, he's getting a few in now on the backside.
Yeah. Belmont coming in with in Perth, a restraining order is known as marriage counselling. Very good, very funny. It's funny what YouTube's done. They've put all the @ names, but we got Melinda R. 5255. Mubi claims to care about the kids. Why waste all this money on attorney fees, court costs, bond? Why not set it aside for his kids? I guess the main answer is that he has to spend that money because, like, I don't know what the other option is. A shit show has come in on the old super tips.
That might be the quickest we've ever got one.
Yeah, thank you, shit show. Robbie is pissed off at his feet. Hasn't seen them in years. Wow. You like that one, Robbie?
Does that go to me since you mentioned my name?
I mean, if you used your voice, I'd probably be more inclined, but...
This ball said, hold my beer.
I'm just joking around, but that's bullshit.
Fuck, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, sorry. I was going to go to this chat. PJL 007. Pick a fight with a lawyer with a generational bankroll. Real smart, Aaron. Exactly. Like it's not. Did I do that or did you do that?
Cut you off mid sentence.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. WTF? Why is my name that? I'm no longer insane. Still massively. Oh, it's cynically insane. Okay, right. Yeah, Shmuel Buckman had people's names normal on his stream earlier.
What the fuck?
But I think Shmuel runs. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works. Most people I could figure out, but now I know that PJL is cynically insane. I'll try and remember that. I will try. All right. So, interest of full disclosure, I had a thumbnail, right, and I was gonna rehash some Kiki and Ashley from Thursday night because we only got about halfway through that. So I was like, we still got half of that we could use. And then I was gonna do some hashtag just saying that I had an idea for that. And then I clicked on a couple of individuals doing a show. And I thought, well, that's the show.
No loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend I'm telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair? No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen, materialistic stuff of shit.
Flat broke.
Ain't nobody thinking he's funny.
And obviously, as you can imagine, there's also all up in this. There's this dumb bitch.
Together. What do you think? We're going to do it. And it's going to be fun. Bing. 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 Mm.
My favorite part is the at the end. Like she's just completely checked out of it. Anyway, so Kiki and Gino did a Friday night stream. They did a Saturday night last week, but that'll be discussed in the clips. I believe it will anyway. I don't know. To be honest with you, it's all a whirlwind. I clicked on this show. There was so much clippable shit. I've got some really long clips coming up, but they, of course, as is their want, need to talk about Aaron's case. Oh, Robbie's not liking James Bauman's comment, is it, Robbie? Bring up the comment that made you give that face.
Sorry, I shouldn't do that, but that's yikes.
Bauman says, yeah, what do you call the useless skin around a vagina, Keanu? Well, is that disgusting, Robbie? Is just the mention of vagina makes you sick?
No, it's just the whole, I don't know, it just caught me off guard.
It's pronounced canoe.
Yeah, that's a funny joke. It's obviously an old school. That joke probably dates back to the 1600s. You know what I mean? That's a timeless joke. You know.
Never heard
anyway,
it.
Probably further back than that. To be honest, there's always been useless skin around vaginas since the dawn of time. There's been useless skin around vaginas. So that joke is as old as time, I would have thought. Anyway, Jesus, Robbie, derailing me. Ewa's here. Everyone's saying hello to Ewa. Hi, Ewa. Great to see you.
Pineapple.
All right. And I also like the 6-string man with this one. Kiki has blown out cunt flaps. That's just
matches and butt flaps in the back.
Yeah, way more to the point, which we all enjoy as well. Thank you, 6-string man. Oh dear. All right, let's get to our first clip. And of course, you know, we've got to start where it starts, right? Oh no. Hang on. First of all, I'm going to this. All right. So this was also in our show intro. Kiki talking about what they're going to talk about, which may even be in the first clip. I don't care. I just want to focus in on what's her hands here.
Go over the reactions to Toe's what shall we call it? Wild week. the hour that he spent in the clink, and what we feel and how I feel, how Gino feels, because it's not always the same.
Anyway, that'll do. If you just noticed, like particularly where are we? Roundabout here.
Well,
Just
it's like
look how.
It's like she's using lotion without using lotion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a dry rub run.
But like it did seem to be a very tight, clenched grip on it. I just found it interesting. I obviously used it as the show intro of just being like, yeah, we'll probably talk about this shit. But I just did happen to notice, like, whoa, what's going on with your hands there? Like you are very uncomfortable with this conversation.
I can't criticize this one because with my ADHD, my hands are always moving.
Yes.
And that's probably why. And I touch my face a lot, which is probably why I got COVID like 3 times while working at the Y for 2 years. Like that's quite the ratio.
No, but Robbie, the key difference is like you and all of us openly admit that you're mentally ill, so it's fine because these are the things that you do. But
at
whereas
least I'm transparent about it, you're saying?
Yes, exactly. She claims that she's a well-adjusted, very nice human being. You know, I was like, oh, well, let's see.
Can you be
Anyway, now
and have an OnlyFans at one point? That's what I want to know.
That's a good question, Robbie. And look, you are, despite you being mentally ill, you are well-adjusted to your mental illness. You know, like
I was going to say what?
yeah. There's something to be said for that. Anyway,
sure. I don't even know what that means, but sure.
Anyway, I think this is the start of the show. Oh, yes. The title of this video, repeating dumb bit after dumb bit. Now, you guys know when I show you guys a dumb bit that Kiki and Gino have done, I've seen it 10,000 times before I've actually brought it to you guys. So I just want you to understand, every time they do the show together, this is how it starts. And then you'll see another favorite a bit later.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Just catching up with a good book, Joseph Murphy.
Now, again, with the slow thingo, let's just... All right, so you see Gino's doing the reading the book bit.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Just catching up with a good book, Joseph.
Mr. Rogers?
It's like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, this is not me. This happened, like, I just saw this and went, oh, they've done this hack bit. I'm going to make fun of it. If this was the first time I'd ever seen it, I wouldn't have brought this clip. I've seen this before from these two idiots. And Kiki laughed at it as if she'd seen it for the first time again. So, yeah, that's why it's still in there. But anyway, I got a lot to talk about.
Murphy, power of the subconscious mind. But I'd like to give you this little mind that leaves you unconscious, especially when she's convincing Bob to watch the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Tennessee Thompson, everyone.
How dare you? How dare you? Welcome.
I thought there was...
Can you see us? Can you hear us? Can you feel us? How are you, Eugene?
I'm fantastic. Had a great what I do today. Got up. I bothered some of the neighbors. We were very, more neighbors talking politics.
So we're going to hear about his day. Cool. That's so we didn't spend enough time on your days, fellas. Do you want to tell us about your day? Josh, you start. How was your day?
Are we talking about today? Because
today
hasn't been that long.
Oh, no, they're all normal. They're red. Got some little workout in and did my show with Loads. Hanging out with you now.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we have a rabble-rousing.
Got a little something.
Okay, yeah. Listen, I will never...
You guys know what that means? He got a little something. He didn't get cocaine. I'll say that.
Maybe alcohol? I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Should I?
No. A 56-year-old man just announced that he fucked his wife for the show. She's now going to explain.
Shout out Chris in Houston.
Yeah. He's yeah. That's a callback that nobody got.
Yeah, but it still pisses me off for some reason.
Yeah, I know. You weren't even a part of it. Oh my God. This is the first time, Robbie. The first time there's a dollar amount added to your voice.
Oh, goody.
I'm canceling my vacation plans. Every time I walked Donwo the beach, a group of people would try to roll me back into the ocean, plus black people.
Thank you, Yuzi.
Who was that again?
See,
Husey,
Oh,
that was Yuzi.
your
Yeah.
favorite.
Do you want to just the good thing about voice tip is I don't really have to go full screen, do I? Because it reads it out. But let's one more time.
I'm canceling my vacation plans. Every time I walked Donwo the beach, a group of people would try to roll me back into the ocean, plus black people.
Just threw that in there.
Yeah, just plus black people. Thank you, Yuzi. You're the man. And that's oh no, actually, super tip everything is in US dollars. I was gonna say Hughesy money's even usually more special, but on super tip it's all US dollars. Anyway, yeah, should we get back to Kiki and Gino? I forgot where we were. We got distracted, but let's go.
You
What's
know
up?
me.
Little
I'm
dust. Did a little dusting.
Eugene.
Wait, are you talking? Sorry. What? You
That
asked me
was
what
a
I did
not
today.
nice thing to reveal that I just revealed.
Remember how we started this of like a shitty bit that they run into the ground? Yeah, well, let's do it again.
She asked me what we did today.
Well, you don't have to say every thought that comes to your brain, Eugene.
Oh, it didn't come to my brain.
Oh, you get it?
I did
It did. It meant he's
God,
dead.
I'm funny.
We're culture. Have a little one.
A little cock humor there.
Yeah.
I won't apologize for being late because if you know me here, I'm,
If you know me here, you know I'm a giant whore that'll spread her legs when I need to. That's why I'm late. I just had to fucking whip them apart and take a stale old dick for 14 seconds.
I wonder why she was glowing here, but
Yeah,
good boy, Gino. Good boy.
yeah. Well done, Gino. Good for you. Good for you.
Madonna is never less than 3 hours late. And I am just like Madonna because I have a name like Keanu that doesn't even need a last name.
huh?
What? I mean, no, you have reached the level of stupidity that everyone, when someone says you're Keanu stupid, they go, oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I understand what you mean. And that's very insulting. Yeah, I don't know. Kiki's probably the more. If you went with Kiki as being the Madonna, I'm with you there. Not a lot of dummies called Kiki. Well, probably all dummies are called Kiki. Well, all Kikis are dummies. Probably more to the point. Anyway, I don't know. I'm rambling. I lost track there. Not long left in this clip, I don't think.
Yes. All right. I was spending some time with my husband
Hi,
before
that's
the
me.
stream. Yes.
It's
yes,
me.
Yeah.
Hi.
Before the stream. And I'm always late anyway.
Didn't take long for the stream, though, did it?
No.
Jeez.
No, it
He's
didn't.
just
It's
loaded.
vulgar.
That was
Didn't take long for the stream, though, did it? Oh, that's vulgar. I mean, you're reaching now, Gino. You're reaching. Because to me, when I hear stream, I'm thinking you pissed on her. You know what I mean?
Golden shower.
Bit of a golden shower
Maybe
going
he
on.
did.
Maybe he did. Maybe that's what gets Gino off because he's such a drunk. An orgasm to Gino is just urinating. You know, oh, thank fuck. I got it out. Oh, damn. I do like, damn, the chat moved where I have to scroll up. But Stash did make me laugh with this because it's true. She's less attractive with clothes off. She 100% is. I'm not even kidding you. She is less attractive with clothes off. Oh, you went and changed your handle. Cynically Insane 007. I like it. I banged a cocaine, I assume you mean adult, stripper who was like 95 pounds and no discernible female features, and it was awful. Yeah, I know, but I bet you stuffed it in. I bet you stuffed it in hard and deep. And yeah.
A crack skeleton. Jesus.
as I said that, I was just watching Robbie's face just to see how grossed out he was by the statement, and he was grossed out. Anyway, let's get a bit more grossed out about this man. This man just flailing into a much younger woman.
So vulgar.
What do you want
say
me
it
to
again.
do?
Do it
It's-
again.
I'm still on my brain's in dick joke mode from doing Max Load's the show with Pete today. I'm sorry.
I just want you to say it again.
What? The stream came quickly. The stream ended. Yeah, the stream ended quickly. I'm sorry.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
so good. Thank you so much.
Her rim shot sound drop even sucks.
By the way,
That's the end of the clip. Like the dum, dum, tsh. Like that's. I'm sorry, that's not a rim shot. That's terrible.
No, it was definitely not a rim shot, even with
Yeah.
the dick joke going on.
Yeah. But I'll give Geno credit. He did admit that he's in complete dick joke mode, but perhaps not landing the way you wanted. I don't know. Anyway, let's go into. You think she rim jobs him? Thanks, Stash.
Just a
That
doorman.
reminds me
Just
of
a
when
doorman.
COVID was first breaking out. Oregon had this PSA, and they even sent it in the mail. Like if you get, especially to the LGBTQ community, but they sent it to everyone, every house. It was like tips on how to avoid COVID if you're into rim jobs. I'm like, this can't possibly be real.
6
I
feet
swear to
away.
God,
6 feet
it was
away.
one of.
I'm gonna
mailed it to
assume.
everyone.
I'm going to assume if someone's got COVID and you lick their asshole, you're probably going to get COVID as well. Like I don't
Probably.
know. Unless I don't know. Do they make condoms for your tongue? I don't know.
But they were like, make sure to get a COVID test before you get intimate or do things such as rimming. And then I'm like, what are we doing?
I think the larger question is, Robbie, why did you specifically get this flyer again?
No, everyone.
Because I never received.
That was
I
the
never received
backlash,
any
'cause there's
information like
kids.
this.
Think of it. There's like, hey, go get the mail, and this 8-year-old comes back going, what the hell? Or like, what's rimming, Daddy? Like, seriously.
The 8-year-old had already seen that in school. That's not a big deal.
Oh, in Oregon, that's probably true. There's probably books that teach it in the school library.
Baumer, I said condom funny that one time.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't say it funny all the time. It was just that one time. All right. I think I said condom accidentally.
Condom.
But a condom. Now you've got me all upset. Fucking self-conscious. Thanks, Balmer. Anyway, we're gonna move on to Karmic is the best. I know Josh and Robbie. You don't know who fucking Karmic is, do you?
I've seen Karmic.
Oh, Josh has seen Karmic. What about you, Robbie?
Or is that Karnak the Magnificent?
Karmic.
You're an idiot.
Oh, sorry.
Karmic's on Friday. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was watching Karmic's before this, and I love him. He's just talking 5 minutes. Then I can't believe you never liked this guy. Then he just has 4 cigarettes, plays anime porn, and it's not porn, guy. He plays anime music, and then he.
Wait, what?
What? What's
First of
anime
all,
music, by the way? What is that?
AI music is what he
Oh,
actually
maybe,
means.
yeah.
This retarded moron actually means AI music. But immediately he goes, he plays anime. First of all, he goes, he talks for like 5 minutes, laughs, and goes, "Can't believe you don't love this guy." And then when he smokes cigarettes,
He's got 4 cigarettes.
Yeah,
he's all over the place.
Anime porn.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, exactly. Justin Cincinnati should have a podcast. If that's Geno will watch, you know what I mean? But no, he plays AI music. He gets drunk. Hey?
I said a lot of people would probably watch, to be honest.
They would. Yeah, watch a pathetic man slowly die. Definitely. That's very popular on the internet.
He has more followers than you.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy. People love him, but he thinks everyone hates him.
Yeah, I know. I try and get him on this show, but whatever.
Well,
anyway,
he lives in Amish, like in Amish.
Yeah, I know. There's always excuses for him. Again,
Jeez.
He would be
probably
popular
watching
because
this.
he's a loser waiting to die.
Wow.
What?
I've
The internet loves those people.
That's the truth.
already probably killed one person with my negativity. I can't take two people.
Well, no, it's not you saying it, it's me saying it.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm guilt by association.
Anyway, he's not watching, and if he is, he knows what's up. Anyway, he knows what's up. Jesus.
Yeah, he's
Anyway,
watching.
Karmic is a loser killing himself, and people enjoy it. They're having a great time watching him drink and get drunk. And Geno loves it. He drinks and fucking smokes cigarettes and blah blah. Sorry, Karmic, I don't think you're a loser. My bad.
Then he has another cigarette. He drinks. He's great. Guy's great.
He's great. He's still
He's
is
still
so
alive.
fun
Let's see
to
what he's
watch.
doing. I'm just speaking.
We will. We will.
By the way, I'm gonna read a super chat he just got. Just to be clear,
just a comment because
just to be clear, Shmuel and Dixon fuckface quad while Crumbum watches. Like the guy's got a good show. I mean, I'm glad.
So Karmic has a good show because someone super tipped that Shmuel and Pat Dixon, and he said fuckface quad. I imagine it would be Shmuel and Pat Dixon face fuck quad father, right? Wouldn't that be the?
That sounds.
That's
sounds-
be the better. That would be the correct wording, right, Josh?
Yes, he went with the dyslexic version.
Yes, exactly.
Let's go there.
Backwards. But he's going to repeat it. But I do have to give Keanu credit here because, again, in a barrel of retards, Kiki somehow just holds herself up above a little bit.
Face quad while Crumbum watches. Like the guy's got a good show. I mean, I'm glad you're here.
wait, who?
That's just he got a
Good
$10
question.
anonymous super chat. And
Focus,
it says,
Kiki.
just to be clear, Shmuel and Dixon fuckface quad while Crumbum watches.
Nice.
Wait, that's so you're watching another program while you're doing this with
I
me?
just was
Good point, Kiki. While you're doing a live stream with your wife, you're watching someone else's show and reading their super tips because Karmic. I mean, I think Karmic's just been monetized on YouTube, but he has super tip. So yeah, the company that they hate because fuck Patrick Melton. Yeah, Geno's watching someone else's stream and reading his super tips while his wife is doing a show. Stuff, Geno. Love it.
checking in because I was describing what he was doing and I wanted to see if he was still on doing it.
Oh,
And-
it's Karmic.
Yeah, Karmic. Yeah,
Hold
I'm
on,
so sorry. Who
Kiki.
did you think I was talking
He's
about?
a real man. Yeah.
What's that?
He's a real man.
He's hilarious.
Exactly.
He's hilarious.
We love him.
And he likes his booze. And
likes
he's like,
his-
I got Coke in the house. I just don't feel like doing it. I'm like, you do it at your leisure, Karmic.
Is that what he said?
Wait a minute. Hang on. Let's see what
Yeah,
Kiki says.
he's great. He's great.
God, he's so open and honest. We love him. We love the guy. We
Wait a minute. Haven't these two been screaming about Nicrocator and cocaine for months? But now Karmic, he's so honest and real. That's real and honest to say that you got some cocaine that you're going to use.
And
Like-
to do it at his own leisure.
Yeah. At his own leisure. Yeah, no, you guys are really coming off genuine and honest. This is great.
Yeah,
love
God bless
the
you. He
guy.
can do no wrong. He can do. It was so genuine.
He's so genuine, very genuine. We love the guy. So yeah, sorry for being late, but I'm not really sorry. Don't rush me. You can
I
see
think
me, you can hear me, you can feel me. You guys,
Yep.
the ills, hips, cats, pajamas, bees, knees. I know we say that at the end, but thank you for allowing us to be a little bit late. But yes, I would typically.
Allowing us to be a little bit late. We were a little bit late today. It was maybe a minute or two. And it's because Robbie wouldn't shut the fuck up backstage. And I was just trying to start the show. But we just started the show. We didn't really need to dwell on it, did we, Robbie?
Yeah, you're not dwelling on it at all.
Do this stream with Eugene on a Saturday night, but tomorrow I'm going to South Carolina.
Kakalaki.
South Carolina. And guess what happened to me today, Eugene?
Why don't you? Sorry about that. Oh, I know what. You got a little something from your husband.
Oh, let's go back to it. You shriveled
We
old
knew that
piece
was
of shit.
coming.
Yeah. Why am I going to South Carolina? Because I fucked you earlier? Like, come on. Jesus, grow up, you idiots. Grow up.
Nope.
Oh, your flight was canceled.
He's gay, but he has a special connection to
Idiots with drops. I mean, really. Let's get forward. Oh, there we go.
There's many things that are interesting about him.
I wasn't right with that either.
He's gay. No, I'm going to South Carolina tomorrow, but of course, my flight was at 7:30 in the morning on American Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
And I just get a text. It's like, flight's been canceled. Stay tuned. Fuck you. What the fuck? Why do they do that to us?
It's amazing how much these idiots are like exactly like what Imholt talks about on his show. It's like idiots just band together and like, yeah, we've all lived life. Yeah, your flight got cancelled. It happens. Millions of people have that every week. Millions of people get flights cancelled. Like, is this your first time booking a flight and getting it cancelled? Robbie sat on a train while someone died. That was, that's a story. That's a fucking story.
And it's American. I know all of the airlines fucking suck, but for Christ's sake, is it because they're mad at us about the pants debacle? Do you think it was?
No, it has nothing to do with the pants debacle.
Do you know what the pants debacle is, Josh?
I do believe I read something about it. Her and another female comedian were told to change their outfits before getting back on the flight or
Well
whatever.
done.
Thank you.
Well done, Josh. I know
was
Robbie
her?
had no idea that. Yeah, her and Chrissy Mayer did a stunt, I believe. I don't believe they even were told to change their outfits. I believe they just changed their outfits and then posted it to social media. I don't know. I could be wrong. Don't sue me. I'm willing to admit that this is speculation, but yeah, she thinks that now American Airlines has a beef with her over that, and they cancelled. They fucked hundreds of people's day
Just for her.
just to fuck Keanu over. Thankfully, Geno. Here we go. When you've got two retards bouncing back and forth, every now and then the other retard figures out that the other one might be more retarded.
It was only my flight that was canceled, Eugene.
I doubt that. I do think it was only your flight that was canceled, but I doubt that was why.
I don't even believe it was only her flight that was cancelled. I think dozens more flights were cancelled yesterday. Like, I don't even buy that. But yeah, no, even Geno's smart enough to go, no, that it wasn't a personal vendetta against you, unless you were the only person on the flight, in which case they cancelled the flight because you were the only person on the flight.
Actually, maybe it wasn't. Like, I'm a Delta
hang
guy.
on.
I'm very lucky to be a Delta guy, and they never seem to have that problem. When we fly out, we're doing a little three-way action to Vegas to fucking Minneapolis. We're like, even though I have miles on United because I'm all out of my Delta miles, I don't have enough. We're doing that. We're doing the three-way direct. I've never had a problem with Delta. Knock wood.
Oh,
Knock
did
wood.
you? Minneapolis. You're right. That is Minnesota, isn't it?
Mhm.
See, the Minneapolis.
Holy shit. Did she he said we're flying to Minneapolis and she went, no. She was going to correct him and say Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
He's dumb twat. Oh my God. And then she goes, oh wait, that is Minneapolis is Minnesota, isn't it? Jesus. You got to love this bitch, don't you? So much more of this, Robbie. So much more of this.
MSP people.
Well, then I had to, of course, I had to buy a new goddamn fucking flight for 5:30 tomorrow. So, whatever. On Delta.
Wait, when they cancel your flight, you get it refunded, right? I would
unless
assume.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Like,
You can't just say
you gotta,
it's-
well, I was just gonna say, like, you had to book a whole new flight. I would assume you didn't have to buy a whole new flight. Like, you just booked a new one, and it, you just use the money anyway. Making too much of this, aren't I?
Moses called in some favors. Excuse me. Gabe Hoffman called in some favors, Kiki. Never mess with the Jews.
Called in some
Fucking
favors.
Chatter wrote that.
Let's see who's.
Wait, so he shoehorned in shitting on the Jews, and it wasn't even his own comment.
Well, he wanted to make sure it wasn't his comment.
Yeah.
Like, no, that came from somewhere else.
Let's make sure we shit on the Jews. That's my gimmick. I shit on Jews, blacks, and anyone that's not me.
Here, first of all, Kiki bucks are in order.
Are they?
Of course.
Yes, Eugene, they're in order.
Why are we giving away the Kiki bucks? What have they done? What have they done thus far?
They don't, because they don't mean anything. It's just a way
And you
to.
shouldn't really.
What? Did Kiki just admit the Kiki bucks don't mean anything? That's amazing. I do love that Six String Man says Gino thinks being the loudest makes you the most correct. That is Gino to a T, isn't it? It just sums him up. There's a bit left on this clip, but we've got a lot more, and I'm gonna drop that clip out because so much more to get to. What we have next, it's actually only 2 clips left, but they're fucking long clips. Actually, no, there's only 1 clip left. It's a fucking
super long.
Yeah. Kiki is the title of the clip is Kiki is slowly figuring it out. Gino is not. They're about to talk about Aaron Imholt.
Let me get this out of my brain, for Christ's sake.
Sorry, babe.
For the love of God.
I had to get that out of my brain. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be good.
Before this all happened, so I'm sure if you're here, you know. Before this all happened, of course, me and Gino wrote letters for him. He said it on the show.
Yeah, which in hindsight, if I can interject, they're like, why would we listen to them, right? Sorry, baby, go.
Of course, we wrote letters for him. I started to have a bad feeling when our letters were all that you saw, however the people do it, the court people or the Kiwi farm people or the.
Oh, tell me more, Kiki. The court people, all that. Tell me more. Very intrigued.
Reddit people, they post everything that's like public online. So all that they had was
God forbid.
Aaron's
post what's already public online. What?
Yeah, I know. It's hard to wrap your head around, isn't it? Wait, so it's public and online? Interesting.
mom's letter. And his violation, if that's what it is, I guess.
No, it's definitely what it is, Kiki, because he got extra bail. All right, so yeah, keep up, catch up.
Which I think that it is, if you're asking me honestly. I knew that it had something to do with that, in my opinion, that week that those 3 days that we hosted for Aaron while he was on vacation, right?
Yeah.
So she knew this beforehand, right? Before, when Aaron was going to court, before anything had happened, she knew that it was the days that she hosted the show that fucked Aaron over. She knew that before people talked about it for days and explained to her that was probably one of the violations. But sure, Kiki, keep going.
Yeah.
So, and when Aaron texted, he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't think this violation." He's like, "They're saying it happened when I was on vacation," and I went, "Number one, our letters aren't they didn't submit our letters. Number two, the wheels start turning, and I'm going, I guess, if you're supposed to shut your mouth and not say Kayla or whatever, but then you tell us and you tell like Twitter, ask them what I can't answer." He definitely said to us, and I'm not shitting on him, it's just I don't think he even knew. I think he had poor legal advice. You can't hurt my case by you guys talking about it.
I love that she slowly figured this out over the last few days of like, oh, so when he said go for it and then we just chose to go for it, like that hurt him? Oh, shit. Like, we talked about this before. If either of you guys were in any legal trouble, we would not discuss it at all. And like, even like, let's say Robbie's in some trouble and Robbie goes, no, it's all right. You can talk about it. I just can't. I'm like, no, I'm not going to talk about it. Why would I talk about it? Like, it's just a risk that you
Why
might.
do you assume I'd be the one in trouble? What the fuck?
All right. Let's assume Josh. Well, actually, Josh is the one that witnessed a murder and shit.
I've been in trouble, so go ahead, bring it my way. I'm okay.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. That was a bullpucky game, wasn't it?
I think it was, but yeah, the murder was real.
Yeah, the murder was definitely real. That's for sure. We'll have to recover that at some point. Anyway, point being, regardless of what that person tells you, if you have a functioning brain, you'd go, no, it was probably best we don't talk about it either. Let's just play it safe and not get anyone in any trouble. Chris Mack is a member for 2 months. Thank you, Chris Mack.
Thank you, Chris.
And he says, discussing crime victim until judge ups bail equals win for toe. Now, to be fair to Aaron, I like to be fair. He has not claimed victory. He did claim that it wasn't completely a bad day and it was positives that came out of it. I'd love to hear the positives, but he didn't expound on that. But he hasn't proclaimed it a win for the toe, to be fair to him. But yeah, Kiki's trying to spit this out. She slowly figured out that maybe she shouldn't have talked about it either, but let's see.
However, we're on his channel.
Yeah.
So we didn't just like up and talk about it because just on a whim. He said to talk about it if we wanted to, if people ask questions. He tweeted out if people ask questions. But I guess you would think that, of course, it's still his channel. It still has Steel Toe Morning Show on it. Just
now, let me
because
ask
us
you
two
something. So
idiots
what?
are talking about it.
But so what, right?
Well, I would say that that's still a violation. Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what I think it is. In one sentence, it's more just legal bullshit because these people just use the legal system. It's like every level. It's like what we deal with the government. It's like they're using our tax dollars to pursue a frivolous, ridiculous lawsuit.
Well, wait, Gino.
It's a lot more than one
lawsuit.
Gino's losing me again here. He just keeps.
It's not a lawsuit, Gino. It's criminal. Actually, it's a criminal case. It's the state of Minnesota versus Aaron Imholt. This is not a lawsuit. We'll probably get to a lawsuit at some point because Aaron's dug himself a pretty deep hole at this point. But no, it's not a lawsuit, Gino. It's criminal. Criminal.
Because
I'm waiting.
You called it legal bullshit, but that's still the law. Bullshit. Yes, but technically that's still it. Where Aaron faltered there is like we shouldn't have been talking about it either, because if that's where the violation is, it's 100% because we talked about it, because he said, and lean into it, answer the questions if they come, because I think he was, and I don't want to shit on his lawyer.
Kiki. Now, I know it's all on, like, Kiki said this before and all that. But again, help your friend if he's your friend, which he does seem to be. Why do you keep reiterating that he encouraged you to do it? Like, you can't get in trouble. You can't get in trouble for it. This is where you say, no, we did that on our own. We just went, no, we'll answer the question. You know what I mean? Don't keep burying him deeper. Like, you just don't get it at all in any way.
I think that guy's a DUI lawyer, basically.
A what?
A DUI lawyer.
It seems like he's more just the D. Drunk. Oh, wait, D is driving. Never mind. Go.
Fucking Gino.
Seems like you're more the D. Drunk. Oh, wait. No, it's driving.
Driving. And texting.
Fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
You're going to give me a DUTI. How about that? Okay?
That's not bad.
With your awfulness. But I think he was given bad legal advice as well. I'm not.
You think?
So it sucks, but I do understand where this violation comes from. I totally do. Because just because it's not him saying her name, is it a violation if he says?
I don't think it should be, but what's it matter what I
know
think?
it doesn't matter if it should be or not. Right. Of course, you're like saying it's all legal bullshit, but that's what the fucking law is. It's like, don't shut your mouth. Don't talk about this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're on there, and I don't know whatever the other violations were, but I think Aaron's lawyer said something like, if you had anything that you had to worry about, I'd tell you. But there's a reason that they said, well, we need to look into this. So Aaron ends up.
No. They don't need to look into it. It's been decided, Kiki. He violated. Now, they're tearing up that plea, we assume. They're tearing up the plea that they made, and they will be renegotiating a plea deal. That's what's going on. You're very confused by what's going on. You just seem to be just trying your best to dance around the nonsense. Oh, Bubble Popper's come in with a super tip. Thank you, Bubble Popper. Been enjoying your content for a few weeks now. Great stuff. Well, thank you for the $5, Bubble Popper, and thank you for the compliment. Appreciate it. We try our best around here. We're not always successful. We do our best. But yeah, it's like, don't come on and talk about it. Like, I asked you guys at the start of the show, right? I asked you guys, you caught much of it? You seen what's going on with the restraining order and that? You guys were like, nah, not exactly. I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's move on. We've got plenty of stuff to talk about. Let's not try and talk about something we're not across, you know? And this has been so far, 4 minutes and 28 seconds of a woman that has no idea what's going on. But then we get to a madman that has even less idea of what's going on.
Spending of what? Somebody said less than an hour in the clink. And of course, the fat onion shows up, and which is disturbing and whatever. And the worm with a mustache, Rakeda, shows up, and then they all celebrate. Yeah, well, he deserves to be there. Yeah. They deserve.
She just wanted to get the worm with a mustache line out. She's been sitting on that one. She's like, I need to get worm with a mustache out. Yeah, as Palmer says, home run, Kiki. Yeah, she'd been sitting on that one. Then she's like, but he deserves to be there. You know, his wife is the victim of this crime. She. Oh, wait. We'll let Geno explain why she's not a victim at all, but we'll get to that in a minute. Chris Mack, don't forget, Aaron now has a documented history of violating court orders, specifically restraining orders / orders of protection. His first ex-wife, which he is on probation for now. This is pretrial?
This pre-trial.
Pre-trial.
Oh, pre-trial. Sorry, yeah, good point. Pre-trial stuff. No, exactly. He was lucky that they just upped his bail and didn't charge him with contempt of court, because he was fucked. If they charged him with contempt of court, he was fucked. And yeah, I think that was like their kind of like last, hey, dickhead, if you don't shut the fuck up, you will be in jail almost immediately. And there's a strong chance he'll be in jail anyway. Bubble Popper also is a member for 2 months. Kiki's superpower is vapid. 100%.
I will say,
all right, Baumet.
Oh.
All right, Baumet. Oh, wait, are you correct? Are you saying that to Chris Mack or me? Because, yes, the hyphen should have been in there to help me read that.
Ozzy, I wanted to say that the hamster inside of Kiki's wheel's moving a little faster than Geno's, because the one in Geno's is just drinking constantly.
Yeah, the Geno's one's drunk. It's actually like slumped out on the wheel, just like, ooh.
So they're perfect for each other. I mean,
absolutely perfect. Yeah. Crush 70 says Aaron's lawyer wanted to settle that day. He a one-fee lawyer. He doesn't want to do more. That's true. But even his lawyer was smart enough to know if we go to sentencing now, we're fucked. So he did have a slight little bit of integrity to go, yeah, no, let's take some time to figure this out. Anyway, let's get back to Kiki and Gino.
to be there, right? They're involved. And then, there's Kiwi farmers there, there's Dabbleverse people there. And it doesn't go the way Aaron expected. And I think that, I get it. And I had a bad feeling about it the night before because our letters were not submitted.
How did you know they weren't submitted?
Because I watched things and they said Kiki and
well,
Gino's
that's
letters
where
weren't
you fucked up.
submitted.
You watch things. I got you.
Yeah, that's where you fucked up, Kiki. Like, your letters weren't submitted and she got correct information. But you're right, that's where she fucked up, is by finding out that information, you idiot. Intellectual density. Thank you, Werewolf.
I just found
Sicily.
that a funny way to say she's a retard.
There's also cerebral vapidity.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Cognitive void. Anyway,
That one's funny too.
it does require Aaron's lawyer to submit the letters. The court doesn't decide whether your letters get submitted or not. It's Aaron's lawyer, and he read those letters and went, "Yeah, the mother's one's the only one that's worth submitting," and that was garbage. We all saw that one. That one was garbage. So, Lord knows how rubbish your letters were. But anyway,
That's where it gets a little wonky. You're not going to get any.
I pay attention, and I said, I'm like, that gives me a fucking, I'm like, that gives me pause. So, and then this violation thing came out or whatever. And I guess I agree that it could be. Even saying Rakata's name, is it mentioning Kayla to say Nick?
well, saying Rakata, if all you say is Rakata, yeah, that could be construed as talking about Kayla because that is her surname. So yeah, just saying Rakata, sure. Saying Nick, no, you can talk about Nick all you like. But oh fuck, I saw a comment and it disappeared, but I did like it. Where was it? I think it was the Lionel Hutz one.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
here it is. I got it. Werewolf Sicily, Aaron's lawyer rules. He's like Lionel Hutz from The Simpsons. Yes. And given Patrick and Nick Ricada's telling of the courtroom shenanigans, it did almost sound like Todd V. Peterson went, "Lawyer, I'd like to call for a bad court thing."
Could be. I mean, I think Aaron really, okay. So we've been saying this the whole time. This is the point I really want to get to. We've been saying this the whole time. This is why we wrote the letters. He has been trying to do better and atone for his actions and has always recognized I should never have sent that picture. I should have never done that. I was a broken man trying to get some validation from my buddy when the fact of the matter is it should have never been sent. The whole situation is all fucked up.
Isn't just this right here shows that they don't even get what he's supposed to be atoning for? Like, I should never have sent that picture. Yeah, so you wouldn't be in legal trouble. Like, that's the point, right? There's nothing about the actual victim. And again, I don't give a shit, right? I don't think any of this matters. It's all irrelevant. The point is, you want to get yourself out of legal trouble, you need to show contrition, right? And you need to go, like, I can understand how when I'd spent a week telling all of the dirtiest, darkest secrets about this woman's sex life and then sent a nude picture of her live on air, I can understand that would possibly traumatize a woman and frighten her into like, what's next? What's he going to do next? This is escalating. They can't see that. Like, and again, I don't care about Kayla Ricada, and I don't believe she was that traumatized. I do kind of tend to agree that there's a bit of revenge in it. You squealed to the cops about us and got us a fucking search warrant and sent to jail for cocaine possession, etc. Yeah, now you've got to feel some of that too. But she does have a case to say, no, You were telling the whole world everything about our sex life, and then you start distributing pictures of me. No, that's fucking traumatic. Fuck you. You've hurt me. You've done some damage, and that's what's amazing about what these guys don't get. That particularly Kiki, who claims to empower women and wants to protect women who are victims of abuse. You're not seeing how this guy, Aaron, has been basically abusing her and April for well over a year, time after time. It's pretty crazy.
You would think
But
Kiki would show
continued-
empathy, whatever. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Or at least play
But-
it down the middle or something. Like I can see both sides.
Well, yeah, even just to get out of the legal trouble, just play the
Yes.
part,
Yeah.
play the fucking part.
100%.
To try and like, he still would talk in a sense about her, or just because he also, like Ricada, who also can't shut his mouth ever. He's a keyboard fucking warrior.
Why isn't Aaron trying to sue him for all this shit?
No one's suing anyone yet.
Why? You know what I mean? Pressing charges.
No one pressed charges.
Okay.
That's the thing. Kayla reported.
So again, this just shows how retarded Geno is.
You can't just like
Hey.
press charges against someone. The state would have.
Yeah.
A prosecutor would have to do that. You can't
And
just
there
be
needs
like,
to be
I
a
want the charge
crime.
for a crime. You know?
Yes, and ironically, at this point, they don't know that Aaron was in the process of filing a restraining order against Nick Gator anyway.
Good point.
The crime in my whatever, yeah. In my opinion, like I think that she probably wanted nothing to do with it, do whatever, blah blah blah. But it is a crime. What Aaron should have, until his plea deal went through, should have absolutely shut his mouth. But
Yep.
we don't know the law, so when we have Aaron telling us we can talk
It's
about
the first
this,
good thing she
Wait
said.
a minute. Sorry, I had no idea. I'm sorry, guys. I played this video thinking these two were law experts and we were going to get the straight dope from them, but no, in fact we just got two.
We've been hoodwinked.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Kim Nicholson says, "Oh wait, damn it! 2 chats came in. Why do her eyes blink separately? It's
Yeah,
amazing,
maybe she's
Kim.
a cat. Maybe she's one of those cat lizard people.
It's amazing. I've got a couple of screenshots of the one eye closed.
Yeah,
one
no,
eye,
the first time I
Oof.
ever saw Kiki, you're like, hey, I need you to watch this clip. And my first reaction wasn't, she's a dumb bitch. It was, why did she blink like that?
yeah, it's fucking bonkers, man. It's crazy.
we should talk about it on his show. Then we just go like, oh, okay, that's fine. But I get where the violation comes in. But
no one. I get where the violation comes in as well. I mean,
Oh, you can't even walk, Quad. So how about that?
I get why they're saying, but again, you said it. Like they all. It takes 3 giant pieces of shit for this to get where it's gotten. Okay, and Nick is the biggest piece of shit.
Oh yeah,
because he convinced Kayla, who's also a giant piece of shit, in my opinion.
Now, Nick knows nothing about Kayla. Like, say Nick's a giant piece of shit all you like. Absolutely. I know nothing about Kayla. And this guy knows nothing about Kayla. All he knows is she's the victim of the crime they're talking about currently. She's a giant piece of shit.
She's the mother of these kids. She knowingly posted this picture. And again, this is where this is where a lawyer uses this is I'm telling you right now. All these people are trying to do is destroy Aaron, who's trying to be better. These 3 aren't.
right.
These 3 are not. And
What evidence that these 3 are not? Now, again, he's lumping April into it. That April has completely moved on with her life. Completely. Kayla is obviously still married to Nick, and Nick is still running his mouth on the internet. So Kayla's still attached to Nick, but April's getting a shrapnel from Nick, from Geno, left, right, and center, just because the cops called him once. That does seem to be his one beef. But again, Gino said she knowingly posed for this photo. All right. So again, the chick with the short skirt deserves to be graped, you know? Like he's going with that logic. But it's as if on cue, Kiki makes it even more retarded after this.
Further they go down this road, the more they think they're winning, they're not. Like we were watching the stream yesterday or 2 days ago when I kept texting Nick, I'm jerking off.
Well, wait. Let me get to that. Can I interrupt you for a second? I think April actually say she's actually out of there and fucking. So she is also trying to do better.
Now, is she out of there?
Well, as
is
far
she
as
trying to do better, or did
as-
someone fucking have to rein her in after she started
as-
changing her name to April Rakeda?
Right. Yes.
Stop
Well,
defending the pieces
I'm
of
not
shit.
defending. I'm saying the facts.
Amy Elizabeth, thank you very much for the $1.99. Where is the outrage for Aaron's children? Exactly. They keep talking about Nick's 5 kids. Aaron took his kids to this drug den that he's called it, this disgusting house, you know, closed to the ceiling, absolute mess everywhere. Aaron would take his kids there on a regular basis, throw them on the iPads, and go into a room and have sex with people while they all did cocaine. But he said that he did that, so that's okay with these two. Ugh.
You're not saying the facts.
Yes,
You're saying
am.
I think.
I'm saying
Say the
as far
facts.
as we know. Okay.
That's not a fact then.
All right. Okay. So let me
Say
let
the
me-
facts.
Let me finish. As far as we know,
Gino is so caught up on the facts right now that the facts are they don't know what April's doing with her life right now. And Nick's like, hey, Gino's like, say the facts, say the facts. Didn't bother about all the facts they got wrong in the last 15 minutes of this fucking video. It's not that much. It's probably more like 8 minutes, but he wasn't worried about the facts then. It's just when Keanu's trying to defend April that he's like, no, say the facts. We don't know that she's moved on. Just be clear about that. We don't know what's going on with April. That's good for April. Nobody should know what's going on with April.
April's out of there, right? Because Rakeda, again, and I said this before, he had her fucking, he taught her to do whippets, coke, Molly, all of this stuff. Fully.
Whoa. April was doing coke and Molly with Aaron, right? That's when she started doing coke and Molly, is when Aaron was in the picture. And Aaron's talked about whippets. He said he's watched Nick do whippets. So wouldn't that mean Aaron was around when April learned to do whippets as well? But no, that's the story. Yeah, but the story is Aaron got out, admitted to what he did wrong, and so now Nick's the bad guy. And Nick is the bad guy, definitely. He's not the only bad guy. You guys have just sided with the other bad guy.
Admits it, told her he was going to leave his wife for her, made her feel bad when he would only go over there when Kayla would leave the house and make her go back to the side house. So now apparently she's out of it. So hopefully I can surmise she's trying to do better. Aaron,
now I would interrupt that to say one thing. I want to cover the April. So do you cover everything, or do we cover? I would think you cover each character.
Can I finish my thought?
Okay.
First? Aaron, to our knowledge, which is why we wrote these letters, and yes, to our knowledge, did we? He probably was a little bit too excited and braggadocious about like got a deal, only $50 when the ink wasn't signed yet. Okay, but I think in the last
when the ink wasn't dry,
no, the ink wasn't signed yet, Josh.
It was invisible.
Yeah. You don't even talk until not only the ink is dry on the deal. Fine. You've still got probation. Do not open your mouth until your probation's done and you are done with all charges. And then there's nothing they can tack onto you.
Right.
Not even when the ink is signed. Yeah. Released. It's stamped on your thingo. Whatever it is. Anyway.
Week before his sentencing, he sent us that letter that he was going to read at the court, right? Gino?
Yes. Yes,
and
he did.
It was when you talk about, if you watch that clip of his epiphany, I wholeheartedly believed it. And it was like, it's like, fuck. I think he knew, yeah, I shouldn't have been even, hinting at or talking about this. So I think he's in a place right now where he's actually like, it was a mind fuck for me. I really shouldn't have even had them talk about it. Not had us talk about it, but been probably talking about Nick either, been talking about any of it, because it
isn't it funny? Like, they're figuring this stuff out. Nick Rekieta was under charges and worked out a deal and kept his mouth shut and let Aaron slander him for 12 months before he finally got a deal in place and got sentenced, and then went, all right, now he can't fuck with my case. I will start talking shit about him. They're just figuring out now that, you should probably just focus on getting through all this and maybe not hold this bitterness. Now, again, I think with Nick's bitterness, he's had to hold on to it even longer, and that's actually coming out even worse, which I look forward to seeing how Nick's bitterness fucking plays out in full. But for the moment, it's all fun to watch. But yeah, it's just so funny to watch dumb minds slowly tick over and figure out what's going on here. We have another membership milestone. Chris 0483. This is a conversation they prepared for. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But these two preparing. I had a clip I was going to pull from Geno's show the other day, where there's like a 6-minute intro before they start the show. Kiki starts the show and says, Geno's putting on his shirt. So you hit go live, had 6 minutes, and he still didn't put his shirt on. Like, were you banging before that show too? Like, is this their kink? Was I fucking before a live stream? It's very bizarre.
Was it the Geno jog through the park I saw earlier this week before going on during the heat dome? Looked like he was wearing a cardigan. Looked like he was wearing a cardigan. Fucking, it's just body hair. It's bad.
It was a beautifully written letter, and it seemed like he actually was like, okay, I'm not even gonna, gloat about wins stacking up or any of this, because we don't watch every single one of his shows, But it does make sense where the violations came from. And I think he fucking knows that now, obviously. But it did give me pause when I went, okay, he has a violation. Apparently, they're not going to read our letters or, submit our letters. It has to be because he said, ask them what you can't ask me. Because like Nick, he also wants to get his story out there, So it's actually sad for all of these freaks, and they've all made major fucking mistakes. But that's how I think about it. Your thoughts?
Oh, your thoughts.
I just realized that I hadn't uploaded another clip, and it's just uploading now. Give me a second, because there's more craziness to come. Come on, upload. Come on. It's pausing at the end. This is annoying. Oh, hello. Last little bit. Come on, jump.
Boom.
And we're nearly there. This is great content, isn't it, folks?
Yep.
There it is.
Oh, shit.
What? What happened? I'm
on
on a different screen.
Spider.
What happened?
Kill that rat. Kill that motherfucker.
There was a spider just coming down next to me, and I have a rat. I'm not. I mean, I love spiders.
He said, "What's in the bowl, Robbie?"
Oh, all right, it's downloaded. Thank you.
He's looking for another one.
You're watching that uploading like Robbie watches food cook in the microwave. I know. I was like, come on, they usually don't take this long to upload. All right, so that was it. Yeah, I knew there was more bonkers shit from Geno and then her adding to it. And I was like, I think I'm missing a clip because I was watching the time tick down on that video. I was like, no, I know there's another clip here somewhere. And I found that I hadn't uploaded. Here we go. I've downloaded it. This is basically a continuation. We go to Geno now. It picks up.
Nothing about where April is. The last thing you know about April, what makes her a piece of shit, is you said it. You're like, well, Nick made her do whippets, and Nick did
taught her to do. Right.
What did Nick teach her?
Whippets, Coke, Molly. They were in a.
So you're saying that after
this is what he.
Wait, but she's a 29-year-old woman at the time, by the way. Nick taught her. I could tell stories about drug encounters in my 20s, and I don't blame any of the people that provided the drugs to me for what I got up to. I just made that very clear. But yeah, this is very weird. She's a piece of shit, but also it's because Nick's a bigger piece. I'm very confused.
Gotcha. So you're saying after the breakup, after all the shit went down, after April moved away from this, because after April got as far as she could from this mess, he would go to her home at her parents' or the new place she was staying and teach her to do it. Oh, what you're saying is because this stupid bitch April wouldn't leave because she lied about fucking domestic abuse and shit.
No. She was
Whoa, all right.
Proof that she lied about it.
He still thinks that April made it up because Keanu told her about being abused. He still doesn't understand that April made her allegations in 2022, 2 years or a year before she met Keanu, a year before she met Nick. This idiot still thinks she made that up because of Keanu. Like, he's so fucking disconnected from this.
When's it my
she
turn?
was being lied to by Nick. Like, I'm gonna leave my wife.
Keanu.
For you.
Yes,
that's not good.
No, Keanu, stop acting like
I'm
April.
not defending her.
You are when you say that because you're interrupting me when April's a grown woman who fucking, after her husband left, after she got arrested.
After she left her husband, but sure.
After her husband left, after she got arrested for cocaine, for drugs and guns with children. And again, not with her husband, fucking with someone else's husband while the wife.
Could have been with her husband, Geno. Could have easily been with her husband. Just remember that, the guy that you're staunchly defending.
Was there.
Who's the guy with the wormy mustache? That's what I want to know. Look at Geno here. It's pretty wormy.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is that just, dinner or whatever left on his face?
Kiki residue?
Yeah, well.
Ugh. And she stayed to learn how to do all those more drugs. There's nothing.
Learn how to do all those. They were doing fucking drugs relentlessly, Geno. The fuck are you talking about? She stuck around to learn how to do more drugs. What the fuck? Are you listening to yourself? Is this the biggest moron that's ever existed?
It's pretty big.
To defend there. That's what makes her a bad person. That does.
I'm not.
What
defending.
makes Kayla a bad person is she knowingly posed her the picture. She sent.
Mate, what makes Kayla a bad person is she knowingly posed for a picture. Right?
Just that alone makes you a bad person.
That makes her. She knowingly posed. Well, let's see what else he's got.
Knowingly posed her the picture. She sent it to him. Was it revenge?
No, not sure. Geno, Aaron took
in
the
your
picture.
mind. Do you only think
that's
Nick
important, Geno? That's important.
What's important?
It wasn't sent. Aaron took the picture.
It'd be ironic.
Right?
She
posed for it.
Them to end up having some marital strife of all things because they're going at each other pretty hard at the moment.
Exactly. It's the cracks are appearing, and
it
credit to Keanu.
Karma, though.
It would. And credit to Keanu here. She's like, no, idiot. You're throwing shit out there that's not fucking true at all. Like, Aaron took the picture and sent the picture. Kayla didn't send anything.
Right. She posed for it.
Right. You said that she sent the picture.
Okay.
Aaron
I did.
took
Thank
the
you. Okay.
picture.
So she knowingly posted the picture. Same thing.
Yeah.
She knowingly posted the picture. Anytime you fucking share nudes, and that is sharing a nude, fucking anyone that tells you, oh, I had no idea it could get shared, then you're naive. You're naive.
What they like to say is that she didn't know it was taken when we know
Which is a
full
lie.
well it was
And
fucking
which is another lie because they're all lying liars who lie. And the bigger lie there is not Nick, it's Kayla who goes along with it when she has 5 children she's trying to raise and they're getting dragged and their mother's nude pictures getting dragged through the courts and the husband is celebrating.
Whoa. They don't have the picture, Geno. You deleted it. That picture's not being dragged through the courts. And what do her kids have to do with a crime being committed against her? Like, this is the most disgusting victim blaming I've ever seen. He's not given any reasonable explanation as to why Kayla's a piece of shit. By his explanation, he's a piece of shit right now. This is disgusting.
Like a win for the toe enemy. Did they give him an arch nemesis name yet?
Who? The toe enemy?
Yeah.
But
like, how about when we were watching? That's what you where you stopped me before. Remember, we're watching. That was the one part I wanted.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, they're watching,
So,
and in the corner you just see Nick with his hand. He's addled, and he thinks he's winning. He's sitting like, "Oh, we got him good. We went to fucking Minnesota for the thing." You're on drugs.
I guess
Your kids are fucked.
Nick lives in Minnesota, so he didn't need to go to Minnesota. He was in Minnesota.
I guess he has every right to be there, right?
He does.
Yeah.
He
But
lives
Melton
there, right?
does it right. But his best friend Melton, who also has revenge porned me, by the way, in my
Wait, she did it. She brought up Melton revenge porning her. What has Geno spent the last 3 minutes screaming about? That Kayla knowingly posed for the picture? Kiki spread her cheeks, got a snapshot of her anus knowingly, and then posted it online for a handsome fee.
How much?
If that's the threshold for not being revenge porn, Kiki, you cannot claim revenge porn when your husband has been screaming about posing for a photo when you spread your cheeks.
How much was she charging for her OnlyFans? I've never heard the price.
I don't know, actually.
80 million Kiki bucks.
It would be funny
Yeah, 80
if it
million
was like
Kiki
a
bucks.
huge amount of money.
Supposedly, she charged $1,000 for the anus.
What?
Baumet did like me saying anus, so I said it again. But yeah, apparently $1,000 one time for the butthole. As
Who did anyone pay for that?
For Kiki's
One person.
starfish.
One person apparently once.
I thought you meant she only posted one photo. I don't know how it works.
No. So apparently the butthole picture, like her OnlyFans has other pictures, right? But the butthole picture was for one person, one time for $1,000. But obviously, once you put it out there, it's 1,000 times.
It's out there.
Or 1,000,000 times or whatever. But people have seen your butthole, Kiki. Well done. And you probably should have thought about that when you spread your cheeks ready for that photo, right? She should have thought about that. That's what Geno's been screaming for the last 5 minutes. You knowingly posed for it.
She wasn't thinking. That's exactly what was going on.
Exactly.
Opinion
And shit on his lover that he was in a normal whatever relationship with. He gave her the nickname Megamind.
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
Dummies in the
yeah,
drops.
that seems like we were in
That's
a
healthy.
sexual in a very romantic relationship for a very long time.
Yeah, it's a great
That's
impression,
healthy.
Kiki.
It's
Completely
so
normal
healthy,
shit.
So healthy. So yes.
When
So
she
they
does that-
then they go. So
Sorry, what was that?
When she does that strained, like old person voice, she thinks is funny. That's literally
Yeah.
how she's going to sound in like 10 or 20 years. with
Yeah.
all the cigarettes she
Yes.
smoked.
Yeah, 100%.
this is gonna suck for Aaron because I think the weight of it is probably going like, fuck, I have to deal with this till October now. I couldn't have just shut my fucking mouth. I understand why it's hard, but
Sorry. All right, Echo.
Fuck you, Eckle.
Can we get 50 likes from mine, Robbie? I.e. though, please, Eckle. But yeah, how many pounds he has to lose to not die in the next 6 months?
I just got my blood work done, and it shockingly came back so good. The doctor was pissed off. Like, I guess karma's not real after all.
Well, that's good, Robbie.
Yeah.
Good thing.
I think.
Hey, but remember Thursday night was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's always Thursday
like
night.
A million years ago at this point.
Doesn't it?
Buck anal Thursday.
I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
In case you missed it earlier, folks. I spent way too much time on that. But I could just see you bubbling. I was like, this is perfect timing for this. Anyway.
He will, and this is what I genuinely think about Aaron. He'll take it like a man, own up to like, fuck. I think he was owning up to it before a week before the fucking thing. Do you know what I mean with that letter? Gino, do you know what I mean with that? Like, I think he was sort of going, I've had the wrong idea about this.
Are you still there, Gino?
Yeah, exactly. In the last week, Kiki, I think he's definitely shown in the last week that he might have figured things out. What are you talking about? He's been violating for months. That was the whole point. Definitely not Tukey. Thank you for the $1.99. Wow, Melton let himself go. That's a dig at you, Robbie.
No shit.
Well, I hope so, to be honest, because I've been called the fucking Aussie Melton and all that shit. So I hope it's a dig at you.
You look nothing like Melton.
Well, I got the glasses and I do wear an Onions hat from time to time, so
I don't see it.
Moody. Skid, I thought Robbie was sweet too, but turns out I was just tasting his blood sugar.
My blood sugar was in the normalish range, thank you very much.
Sounds like your doctor gave you a good note of health there.
Besides calling me a porker.
Bauman's trying to make you feel better. Perth fat is the worst fat. That's true. I am fat. There's no doubt about that. Robbie makes me feel better about myself. That's why I keep him around.
Oh, good. I'm so glad I can bring that to you.
Oops. Squid says, see, he's a nice boy. He's talking about you. I did click on this, so I got to bring it up. Yes, he owned up to it because him and his attorney got a copy of his PSI and it was terrible. Yeah, there's a lot of conjecture about what the weekend away with his kids was.
Sorry.
What are you laughing at? Oh, it's Robbie's Dr. Top VPs, and that's very good, cynically. Yeah, he may very well be. But yeah, no, the weekend away with the kids and Ashley, etc. A lot of people are suggesting that was an intervention of like, what are you doing, man? You're gonna end up in jail. Like, stop. Please just stop. But even after that, for a couple of days, he was like, this is nothing. It's just got to be rubber stamped and I'll be moving on. So I don't know. I think it did take the judge being forceful with him and slapping him with a extra bail and all that to finally make him click on. Oh, KFT coming in.
Just the chat just for like 3 minutes now just been, let's make fun of Robbie's weight. It's like, you can intersperse it or whatever that word is, but you don't have to, it doesn't just have to be a volcano of fucking Robbie's fat jokes, for fuck's sake.
I like to suck dick and chew cum, and I am all out of cum. I also had a 3-way with Aaron. He cried the whole time, and Gino filmed it. I need money for tights. Like, seriously, I am not hot. Shuli knew.
Thank you,
Also,
KFT.
ketchup
You
is
guys
overrated. Stop with that bullshit.
Robbie's blood type is ketchup. Robbie, they love you, man. Moody says, yeah, guys, ease up on Robbie, or else he'll start an earthquake. It's true. What else we got?
Robbie's blood type is granulated.
This one's just wow.
Wait, what? Robbie's blood sugar had to be turned with a spatula. I like this. I like this from Chris. Todd V. Peterson. If you think Robbie is large, turn off your computer and don't look at him. It's true. Don't go to that website. Don't go to that website. Robbie is my favorite to make fun of.
Oh, good. Glad I can make you so happy.
Oh.
I wish we had a copy of Kiki or Gino's letters to the lawyer for the breakdown, see what it actually said.
Bauman wants to lay. Yeah, I agree. Sorry. Bauman wants to lay on Robbie. He looks comfortable. Yeah, I could see that.
The first time I thought he said buy a seat and a half, not half a seat.
Yeah, it feels like sarcasm. Robbie is so skinny, the airlines.
Yeah, no, I know. I didn't see the
a
skinny part because I assumed it was just a fat joke. Which it is, but I thought it read different.
Robbie is like Kirby if Kirby swallowed a really big fat guy. I mean, come on, people, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I feel like I feel like Johnny Crutches now. I'm like, look, the chat's a big part of our show.
Stop it. Stop it. Keep going.
No, the chat's a big part of our show. You know?
You can only make so many Robbie jokes.
Apparently not.
I've never been to NI Northern Ireland. I was never a fan of Gigi Allen, but I did love George Clooney's ER.
Okay.
I have no idea what that meant.
You're definitely not a George Clooney guy.
I've never been to NI Northern Ireland. I was never a fan of Gigi Allen, but I did love George Clooney's ER.
I mean, maybe you find
George
Clooney attractive? You got Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see it now. Sorry. Yeah, everyone. So Northern Ireland, NI, and then he's got GG Allen, and then he's got ER at the end. That's what Husey did there.
Put it all together.
Put it all together. And what do you get?
I do better. I've heard this
Get
one
yourself banned off
every time there's a fucking
YouTube.
tsunami, I get tagged in it.
Robbie can't go in the ocean or the coastal cities will get flooded. Yeah. Well, that was a bit back in the day where
it's still a bit.
Yeah. Anytime there's an earthquake or a tsunami or whatever.
6.0 at this point for someone to
Is it?
send out.
Yeah, so people leave you alone under 6.0. Oh,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
I'm glad we
very
found.
considerate of them. You don't want to
I'm glad we found.
Yeah.
We found a number. That's great. We'll try and do a bit more of this, but we'll probably wrap it up soon. What were you gonna say, Robbie?
None.
Okay.
And it was too little too late, though. He needed to do that from the beginning.
We all need to do shit like that. I need to do that from the beginning. And not just with, and more so in my life than with these fucking people.
Sure. But, so then also, I just don't think, is it like such a fun thing? Patrick Melton, the man that, just posted nudes of me on a whim and then bitch that is,
He didn't post nudes of you. He posted a link to a website that has all of your nudes on it. It's completely different. Completely different, Kiki. You posted your nudes to the internet and then someone cataloged them for free. And Patrick just pointed everyone to that free website where they could see. And again, as someone said in the chat earlier, keep the clothes on, Kiki. You look way better with clothes on. I'll tell you. Robbie looks better with clothes off than you do. Robbie's got some tits.
Whoa, what the fuck?
bitch that his stolen nudes, bitch that his Twitter got taken down, right? That's Nick's best friend. That's not a good.
Oh, Jesus. No. again, not sticking up for Patrick here, but Patrick doesn't make best friends based on internet shows. Like, you had April in your wedding party because you met her twice and you did some podcasts with her. Like, I love Robbie. I said it the other day. I love Robbie to death. He's not going to be one of my groomsmen at my wedding, mainly because my wedding happened. Well, mainly because my wedding happened 7 years ago. But if we renewed our vows, well, maybe, Robbie. We'll see. All right, we'll see. You know what?
To go to Australia, asshole.
All right, I'll talk to my wife about renewing our vows, and maybe you could be a part of it.
Oh, so your wife hates me?
No, in fact, do you know what? The only thing my wife has ever said in relation to you?
Let me guess. He's fat.
No. I told her a story and she went, "Oh, poor Robbie." So, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Your kid call me fat, though, so there's that.
Yeah, I did have my kid record it saying you're
How old was he when he said I was fat, too?
3, I think.
You can't hold it against him, Robbie. You can't hold it against the kid.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Yeah, he's just doing what he's told.
Yeah. Wait, what was over the line? That was over the line there. What was over the line?
I don't know which one. Probably all of them.
Yeah. Fill me in.
You know, I was going to say
that's not a good.
This is like a million times worse than the actual show that was dedicated to roasting me like a year or two ago.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because they were actual jokes. These are just mean comments.
Look, it's very hypocritical if you ask me. Melton, his fans pay him to fly there, which is mental illness, and then Ricada, Kayla, Melton, and a bunch of other freaking fat incels, they go to Stonies, Eugene. They go to
where
Stonies.
we will be on August 20.
Oh my God.
What a great promotion. That would be great comedic timing if he wasn't so stupid to realize it wasn't comedic timing.
If Gino wasn't an idiot, you're right. That's the funniest. Look, and to be honest, I'm willing to give him credit if he did that on purpose. But
Kada, Kayla, Melton, and a bunch of other freaking fat incels, they go to Stonies, Eugene. They go to
where
Stonies.
we will be on August 20. July 26th.
And they go to celebrate. They go to celebrate. Don't you think that's sort of odd?
No, I think that's fine. But again,
they go to Stonies to celebrate.
It's not
I
odd.
thought it was like,
It's part of the. If you ask me, it's part of the theater. It's part of the theater of it all because the Dabbleverse isn't real. And again, this is a guy Melton, and God bless him. He's monetizing the Dabbleverse, and it's a very. If you play it right, and no one's saying Melton's not good at it, and that's my problem. I look at things from a real life perspective.
Dude.
Just in the matter of.
What did he say then? He said nothing. He spent 20 seconds saying nothing at all. And then she went, "Yeah, well, I better jump back in because you're saying nothing."
Kayla being so upset by this and the victim and everything. Is it like a cause for celebration with a fat man from the internet to go to Stonies?
I want to say something right here, right now. It would be a cause for celebration if Robbie and I caught up at Stonies. Yes, I would celebrate with a fat man from the internet for sure. That would be cause for celebration. 100%. No, but that was the only thing Melton could do. Well, not could do. Melton had to do that. Like, especially when his audience put the money in. But like, you have to. If you're legit about streaming and you're covering this topic, yeah, you got to do it, right? Like, I was even going to say, if any one of you guys, I think his next court appearance is on Zoom. But if Melton was going to Minnesota again, I would say any one of you boys in the States, if you guys want to go to Minnesota, let's see if we can make it happen and be a part of it as well. Like, of course you do that. Like, you have to, right? Yeah. If this is what you're covering, that's what you do. Oh my God. All right. We got through it. We got through it. Kiki and Gino blew my mind today when I was watching that.
I think Kiki blew Gino's
all right,
mind
Moody.
before that.
if you're legit about streaming, he says, with a StreamYard logo on the top right of the screen. Yeah, and that's why I wasn't in Minnesota this week, fuckhead. All right. Maybe if my audience paid for me to get rid of that StreamYard logo, I'd do it.
They're trying to pay your mortgage first, Ozzy, before we get you over to Minnesota.
Exactly. Yeah, we still haven't hit that $2,300 goal from a week ago. I'm starting a new month, so Bubble Popper 24. Thank you for the $5. The moment you realize all the black in Robbie's box is Robbie. New pineapple goofing. I see what you did there. If you guys don't know, on Steel Toe they do new boot goofing. He did new pineapple goofing. Yeah.
Boot goofing.
Yeah. All right, that wraps it up for this week. Thank you. A bit of a record audience, especially without a special guest record audience. So thank you for all of you that have popped in here today. Josh, let everyone know where you're carpentering in Cincinnati this week.
I'm down by the river, by Riverbend and the casino, doing some nice work over in the off the 4 Mile sector. Right around the horse track. So any of you degenerate gamblers, come on down.
And where can people hit you on the PlayStation?
J311 down.
Perfect. Baumet says, I love Robbie, but I'm not going to Oregon. Oregon stinks. Yeah.
I'd rather live in Cincinnati than.
Well, because it smells like chili, Robbie. It doesn't smell like liberals like out in Oregon.
It's true.
He also says, hey, Josh, Cincinnati still stinks.
It does.
It's good. And what is that? Menthol Man 3201. Thank you, Aussie Guy and crew. Thank you. We appreciate it. KFT coming in at the buzzer.
Yo, my knickers. Tell Rocco he owes me 500 White Castle cheeseburgers, extra mayo, and 1 napkin. I also love black cock. Big ones. Can't get enough of them.
Yeah, that's getting a double play.
Yo, my knickers. Tell Rocco he owes me 500 White Castle cheeseburgers, extra mayo, and 1 napkin. I also love black cock. Big ones. Can't get enough of them.
Thank you, KFT. See, that's the thing. With Robbie's voice on Super Tip now, you get value for money on a $5. That was a $5 Super Tip. You get value for money as opposed to me just reading it. You can get Robbie to say it. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And it's sounding better and better every week.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I think I pulled some good audio for that voice. Robbie, let's get your plugs.
Just a sec. I'm rattled at the moment.
Do you want me to hit your plugs? Do you want me to do your plugs?
I prefer not. Official
Yo, my knickers. Tell Rocco he owes me 500 White Castle cheeseburgers, extra mayo, and 1 napkin. I also love black cock. Big ones. Can't get enough of them.
All those Negros look the same, Robbie.
That is so I want to dwell on that for a moment. We're all big fans of the Ben Maller Show. And one day on air, a caller was talking about, what is it? It's Phil and
Joe.
Who's the other?
Joe.
Yeah,
Phil and Joe Negro.
Knuckleball pitchers that were brothers.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And the caller got them mixed up. And Ben Maller, without missing a beat, went, all those Negros look the same.
But the thing is, the best part is, he said it like 10 years and someone saved it in his system. And it hadn't been played in many, many years, if I remember correctly. And then God bless Roberto at the beginning. By the end of Roberto's...
No, you're wrong about that.
Really?
I think Danny G was even dropping that shit back during his tenure, so...
Well, Roberto...
No. He said it when Roberto was the board up.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize
I remember hearing it. and a bunch of people tweeted as soon as he said it, Roberto, did you get that? Did you get that? And then the next day, Roberto hit the drop, and Ben was like, "Oh, come on, guys!"
That's the only time Ben's been rattled by a drop. By the
Yeah,
way.
it was. Yeah, I remember specifically when they first played that drop, and Ben was like, "Oh man," they got complaints because they used to play it all the time. Yeah,
Husey would appreciate that drop. Husey would appreciate it.
When he says football gypsy, people will always call up, and Coop has to get yelled at. And then Coop one time was like, "Yeah, they yell at me." And he's like, "Hey, that's racist." And I'm like, "Why is it racist?" And they're like, "You can't say football gypsy." He's like, "He's played for 6 teams. He's traveling. That's a gypsy."
That's a good point. All right, so the movies. I used to listen to that show when I had to be up at 3 a.m. for work. There you go.
What is the argument to be made? I'll listen that it's just as good on the podcast at this point because they don't edit out the curse words. And right now, on the story arc of the callers on the Ben Maller show, so many of the callers are wackadoodles that have like a potty mouth. It's pretty funny to hear what they don't dump.
Yeah, I agree. Good stuff. Yeah, check out the Ben Maller show, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern, Monday. Well, yeah, Monday
I
to
don't
Friday.
know how the people listen to it live on the East Coast, though. I tried to do that when I was in Indianapolis, and they do East Coast time there. I was like, I wouldn't be able to do it.
It's fucking drive. It's drive time for me. Not that I listen
know.
anymore, but
it's
drive time. It's great.
You've never listened to it overnight. It's just got an overnight vibe.
Well, I got into it overnight. It was overnight on a radio station here. That's when I first heard it. And then anyway, did you do your plugs, Robbie, or did I?
No, I'm
distract you with
still a
something?
little official USA pod.
I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Sorry, Robbie.
Official USA pod and Mariner Robbie on X. Fuck all of you.
You're a good sport, Robbie, and we love you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. YouTube.com/GetMyGo. Go check it out. And otherwise, on X, you can find. Oh, actually, Tuesday, we're doing another Towing the Lie. Eckel and myself with the Pretty Antisocial Girls. Towing the Lie will be back. And check that out on Tuesday on the Pretty Antisocial channel. Otherwise, on X, I am at that Sussy guy. Just imagine that Aussie guy and put an S where the A should be. We'll catch you next time on United States of Australia.